A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And unable to get downhill there. He'll take this up to about the 37.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Stop! Right 80! Oh, here we go! Hey, 18. Hey, alert! You got tight right there. Hey, exit! Red, up!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Breida. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Here we go, here we go,
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo now. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Gets through and now an opening. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 80!
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got some space here. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this throw caught left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ran, Shady weapon.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On first down, it's Evans. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Evans. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
53. I'm on. 65. 53.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 180. 2. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tyler Irvin as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Red, go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Here we go.
You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. 180.
On second down now, Irvin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first, again, they go with Irvin. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense. Has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Get up! 180! Hey, ball.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
180! I don't think you got it, sir. Check 50. 18. 56. Mike, 56. Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Evans And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I'm here all day.
From the 44, Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Topper.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go again. You draw quarter. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Mike. 180. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Hey, alert. Go.
The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock in. Check. Deuce.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here we go. Like 20.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. White. 95, Mike. 195.
From the 41, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, check. Lucky. Greystone, travel. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, G. Alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Here we go. 13. Record.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! X3, 218,
Here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Let's go, boy! Let's go!
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. D. Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Trubisky. He shakes it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.